Hello, everyone, and welcome to our world session for today is September 17th, 2024. We're nearing the autumnal equinox. It's coming very, very, very close. It's on Sunday, so not too far away. We're going to tune into the equinox itself to help do some releasing of guilt, fear, and shame from the second chakra. So you just concentrate or focus on whatever brings you guilt, or any type of guilty feelings. Sometimes it comes out as paranoia, it can be fear. It's time for this to move. It also does link up to anxiety as well. So just take a deep breath, notice your guilt, and we're just going to move it from the second chakra to the heart, and we're going into the void in the heart. The void is just this space where everything can just go in and leave us alone, just almost like a disassociation. And breathe. And now we're going to bring shame. You might just feel it. I can already just feel it moving up and dumping. This is almost like a torsion field, like a toilet bowl, if you want. When you flush it, it just moves things out. It's quite beautiful. We'll move it in a clockwise direction. Clockwise is death, because we want that to die out. Well, it's really, I can just feel that field actually opening up in the spine, opening up in the abdomen. So we really need to get our three brains working together. We don't want this brain to dominate. This brain sends our programs, our immune system responses, all of that stuff that we need to have happen. And the heart brain is going to be all that compassion, love without any direction, non-directional love. And then go into the gut that makes our decisions, right? So people often say, oh, I need a boundary. I need boundaries. Well, your boundaries are clear when your gut brain is clear. Your boundaries are clear when your gut brain is clear. If my gut brain says no, when this body, this organism can't do something, we're good to go. And there are times you might have to extend yourself, but that should only be in emergencies. Like, I just fell down the stairs. Okay, I got to use way more energy. Or my child needs me. Okay, let's use more energy. But most of the time, the body should be at rest. It's a hard one for most of us to take, but the body needs to come from a very relaxed place before it does something. Just relax. We don't have to do a thing. It will activate. But most of us spend a lot of time up here, pressuring ourselves. Maybe it's guilt, maybe it's fear, maybe it's, an excessive thinking mind. I got to do this, I got to do that. Maybe it's an identity. If I don't do that, then I'm not, capable. If I don't do this, then I'm not good enough. Blah, blah, blah. Good enough is a difficult one. So let's just tune into I'm not good enough. Good enough means we don't know what that's supposed to be. There's no measure with good enough. There's absolutely no measure. The mind cannot manage that phrase. I need to be good enough. The mind doesn't know what to do with that. Has no idea what to do with it. There's no measure. There's no metric for good enough. Hope you can hear this. There's no metric for good enough. So really feel that, and you might be feeling it. I'm feeling it in the second chakra, like my second chakra, the place where identity is, the place where guilt can be, where the shame can be. That's where I'm feeling it, right down there. Isn't that? If you go to the opposite side, that's our sacrum, our pelvic basin, our lower back, right? So when we're carrying too much, good enough has no metric. There's no measure. It's just this, it's the carrot before the horse, right? That carrot. Good enough sits out here in that carrot, and we keep chasing it. Really needs to be disassociated. It'll create back pain. It'll distort your spine. It'll overwork your organs. You will never see from your heart. You'll only see from, I got to achieve that thing. Good enough, but I don't know when it's over. I don't know when it is good enough. I have no idea. There's no measure. No measure. This must feel terrible. I'm feeling terrible as I say all these things. Feels awful. So let's take 3 nice breaths. You're going to breathe in through your nose, hold it for a moment, and let it go. Hold and let it go with a bit of a noise. Let's do a second one when you're ready. Don't follow me. Do it on your own. And when you're ready, do your third. Okay, so you might want to do just a little bit of unburdening. That means just feel into your spine. What's it carrying? Is it carrying too much? Sure it is. Usually it is. So we're going to help the mind dump some of its ideas, helping the mind dump some of its ideas into the heart. Just do that, and right away I want to go to sleep. It's so restful just to dump all that stuff out. Then hold your second chakra, that's just below the belly button area, and then hold your heart. And you might feel it, those two meeting, linking up. They have a beautiful relationship. They need to be together. They need to work. The second chakra feeds the heart chakra. So if we dump all that guilt, fear, shame, identities out, wow, how beautiful that is. The second chakra can feed the heart. Another thing that comes up from the 3 brains right now is money, abundance. So we need money, an abundance of all the things you need to exchange in the world. Even if it's not actual coin, we need it to be 33 and a third, 33 and a third, 33 and a third. Got to be divided. Now, doesn't mean you're going to absolutely have the correct division, but it's a blueprint we could look towards. Because if you have too much in your head, you think about money too much. You have too much in your belly, in your second chakra, it's a power trip with money. If you have too much in your heart, well, you might be giving it all away, like, oh, I would say that's where my money is. It's all in my heart. So ends up being where I give everything away. So let's just breathe and let's balance it. So just think of where you tend to be. Do you think more about money? Is it more in your head, a concept? Do you feel like you'll have power if you have money? Or people who have money have power over you? Or that means it's all a power trip? None of that works. Wow. As I go to the power one, I can feel my neck really contracting down. So there's going to be a huge link on the planet to giving people with money power. We need to break that connection. They can have money. Anybody can have money. That's fine. It depends where your interest is. Anybody can have money. They don't have power over you. You don't have power over them. You have your life. So today seems to be a theme of pan metron ariston. That's a Greek expression, which is everything in moderation, including moderation. Pan metron ariston. Beautiful expression. So I'm just really looking at the 3 brains going, you know what, each of you, because some people who are filled with compassion believe compassion is the only thing you need to have. Some people are in the brain and they're, let's say they've got 160 IQ. They might think the only thing that's important is what is in the brain. Some people who are super sexual and, they're so into their root chakra, maybe very, very artistic. They think that's the only way to run the world. Yeah, everyone has their little thing. And our job is really, all of it. So when you hear diversity is our strength, well, that would be strong within us, is to have that kind of diversity. Yeah, no separation, no divisions, right? That diversity is so important. And then the gut brain needs to discern what's good for you. So you could eat a diverse diet. Yeah, sure you can. Sure you can. But sometimes you could be allergic to something, right? Like once in a while, I'll eat nightshades. Once in a while. But constantly eating nightshades, not so great. Causes inflammation. It's problematic. So I keep away from them. But pan metronariston, once in a while, you can do something that's not so good for you, which means that's how good your body is, right? If you can do something that's is not so great for you and your body can deal with it, whoa, we're laughing, right? Hopefully that's going to be the result of the work we do here. Okay, so guilt. Oh, anyone type to me something that I was missing or you feel I need to do? You could type it to me. There's a lot of burping going on now. I did individuation. Well, maybe that's it. Do anyone want to say something that? No, you're all good. All right, my loves. Well, enjoy that. Let's see how we do. Let's see if hopefully guilt. Oh, by the way, guilt needs to be there. If we don't have guilt, then we're, a psychopath or a sociopath. So it's just part of life. It also, lets us know what, to do. Well, I don't want to go into any philosophy, but you can understand we'd have to have some guilt. If you hurt somebody, there would be a sense of, oh, that's not good. So we don't do that. You don't want to hurt anyone. But when it goes over that, yeah, we need to dump it. So enjoy dumping that to individuation. Hope you all have a beautiful week and can't wait to see you next week. Bye.